In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use Microsoft Excel to generate a cash flow statement. This is our cash flow statement here, so don't panic. I've put a lot of the information in here already, but I'm going to break this down and show you exactly what each part's purpose is. Very first thing I'm going to do here, and the first thing you might notice is that we've only got information here for January. What about the other months? So a cash flow summary goes from January through to December. So how are we going to get all of that information in there without having to tediously type every single month then? So we're going to go down to this very tiny square here at the bottom of cell D1. And you'll see it'll have changed from a white cross to a black cross. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the left mouse key. I'm going to drag that over to the right, and as you can see there's a little preview here about what's going to be populated in the cell. You can see the months just pass by here: September, October, November, and we're going to stop at December. So that's automatically populated the months there for us of 2025. To explain the opening balance next, it's currently 123. The reason why that's 123 is because in December 2024, when we did our sheet, it was a closing balance of £123. That then carries over into January 25 as 123. So whatever our closing balance then will be in January 25, that will be our opening balance in February 25. But we'll come on to that later. Next, we're coming on to the money in. We've got three different incomes in here. Our incomes can be things such as, let's say, they're all different individual clients. And basically, anything that brings money into our business goes in here. And there's lots of dummy data in here just for demonstration purposes. And as you can see already, I've got total money in here as well. But when I click on this cell, you'll notice 35 is actually looking a bit strange. It's a formula equals sum D3, D5. Well, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to show you that very shortly. It's basically sum of these numbers all together, and it's a bit of Excel magic. But next, I'm going to show you the money out here, just to explain that. We've got our expenses, so that's anything that comes out of the business money-wise, that goes in here. Lots of dummy data in here again, lovely. And then we've got total money out, which is what I am going to come on to right now. So let's do what we've done here for the total money in. So the total money in is a income 1 to income 3 all calculated together, which gives us 35. We want to do exactly the same thing here for our expenses from £1 to £12 and £3. We want to add all those together to give us our total money out here. How are we going to do that? Really simple. It's going to be a case of going up to, this is called our formula bar. And we're going to press equals. We're going to type sum because we're doing a sum. We're going to open bracket. And then we're going to select the first value that we want to calculate from. We're going to drag the bottom right again here and go down. And as you can see here, it's automatically done D7 to D9. So what does that mean? Well, if you look across here, you've got different letters here representing the different columns, and then you've got numbers here which represents the rows. So D7, you can't see it clearly here, but behind that is D. This is column D. And we're going to go down to number 7. So that's number 1 here. That's £1. That's the value £1. D7 is £1. The colon represents everything that's in between D7 and D9. Just to be clear, D9, that has the value of 3 here. That's D9. So what we're going to do is we're calculating from D7 to D9. So the colon represents the 12 here. So let's say, for example, you had 5 different expenses here. So it would take from expense 1 to expense 5, and the colon represents all the values in between. So essentially, it is going to sum up everything that's highlighted here now. So we're going to close off our calculation by closing the parenthesis here, and then we're going to hit enter, and that is how we sum up the expenses. So that's basically calculated 1, 12, and 3 and came up with a total of 16. Now, we won't have to do that for all of these, because guess what we can do? We can go back to the edge of the cell here, the bottom right. Make sure to hold down your left mouse button and just drag it across. And automatically we have got the sum of all of our figures here at the bottom now. So we all have our total monies out, our total expenses all totaled here now. So the next thing we need to worry about is our net cash flow. So what is the net cash flow? Well, the net cash flow is our total money in and our total money out. So we're going to take 35 and we're going to subtract it from 16. So back up to our formula bar, equals sum, open the parenthesis here, and it's going to be D6. We can just select the cell and it automatically populates. We're going to press the minus key. Then we are going to select the number 16, which is the total money out. So it's appeared up there automatically. That's all we want calculated. So we're going to close the sum here, and then we're going to press return. And the total is 19. So that's 35 minus 16, which totals 19. Once again, we're going to go down to the bottom right, and we're going to hold down the left mouse key and drag that all the way along. It's done automatically for you. How great is that? Next up, we need to work on our closing balance. So we do that by calculating the opening balance and the net cash flow. So we're going to once again go up to our formula bar, equals sum, open brackets. We're going to type in D2 and we're going to add it to D11, which is down here, and then we're going to close our parenthesis. And once again, we're going to drag that cell all the way across to December, and voila. But what we are missing here is our opening balance. So we can't have an opening balance without a closing balance. So basically, in February, we're going to take exactly the same value, which will be 142. So the opening balance of the next month will always be the closing balance of the previous month. So the closing balance of January 25 is 142. So February 25 is going to be 142. But we don't want to type that in directly, because guess what's going to happen here? Right, so if I just do that and I just drag that across, all it's going to do is it's going to copy everything, and all of our figures are going to be completely wrong. So just watch out for that. Let's delete that and let's do it properly. To get our opening balance, we need the closing balance of the previous month. So that's right down here, and that's in column D, row 12. So very simply, we're going to select February's opening balance, go up to our formula bar. We're going to select February's opening balance, go up to the formula bar. We're going to type in plus, and we're going to select the closing balance of January, and then we're going to hit return. And there's 142 automatically populated for us there. How brilliant is that? And all we got to do then is bring it across, and we've got our proper opening balances there. So this is our cash flow statement finished. And there we have it. That is how you create a cash flow statement using Microsoft Excel. So we've touched on formulas today and basically how to drag and drop to speed up our processes. If you really want to speed up your processes, save yourself time, get some little golden nuggets of information, then this is the YouTube channel that you need to subscribe to. You can subscribe right now on screen by clicking on the Mr. Vivian logo. Thank you so much for supporting the videos and for watching. I will see you next time.